And for a long time, people thought my name was Mott, which was my dad's name, Tom, backwards from his belt on my back. I was cool. I was like the first kid in 7th grade that had the coolest freaking welted tattoo. Yeah, my dad didn't take no shit. And I thank him today, because he's dead. He instilled a lot of good qualities in me, and I try to teach that stuff to my kids. Like, I take them to church, I want them to learn about God and doing that stuff, and that's important stuff. But I cannot sit in a church when they're talking about tithing. When they're doing a whole fucking sermon on tithing, that tells me the preacher needs to pay his rent, his wife wants a new car, or they're about to take a vacation. And I don't like to feel guilty in church than saying you got to pay 10% of your income. But lately I found a new love for tithing. Because see, last week I lost $500. So the Lord owed me 50. Right out of the tray. Thank you very much. Wait till he finds out I lost $2,000 this week. It's not my fault. He should have picked the dogs out better for me when I put my money on. I was driving around one day, I heard my daughter say, "Oh my God, OMG." I go, "What'd you just say?" She goes, "OMG." I go, "No, before that." She goes, "Oh my God." I go, "Honey, you can't say that." She goes, "Why not?" I said, "Because that's one of the 10 commandments. Thou shalt not use God's name in vain." She said, "Well, what am I supposed to say?" I don't know, what would Jesus say? So I'm driving around another time and I hear her go, "OMD." I go, "OMD, what's that?" She goes, "Oh my dad." That's what Jesus would say. Little smart ass. You are about to get disciplined. She said, "If you lay a finger on me, I will call CPS." I said, "Dead kids can't call CPS." Booyah! My kids are awesome. My girls are... I got 2 girls, and I know that's a punishment from God already, punishing me from my high school days, from all the girls I dated, and the fathers I tormented back then. And please, Lord, forgive me for my sins. But I don't want my girls to ever date a guy like me, period, at all, ever. And I will make sure of it, because I haven't potty trained them. It was always my rule, if a girl shit herself on our date, she was going home. They'll be known as the Pooper Sisters instead of the Cooper Sisters. Just the way it is. Kids are awesome. When they're someone else's. I love being a comedian because getting up here doing this stuff is kind of release for me. I mean, and it's the only thing that I can do that still keeps me unemployed. So I quit my last job to do comedy. I had one of those jobs, it was one of those jobs you had to like blow somebody to get somewhere. People were always trying to bend you over and stick it to you to get themselves in a better position. So I quit. So I'm no longer doing gay porn. It did have benefits up the ass. I once was a professional job hunter. I wasn't very good at that. And interviews is where I always suffered, because they would always get to a point where they'd always go, how do you feel about doing a drug test for us? I'm like, fuck yeah, dude, what do you got? And they never had anything. And I was like, you're a selfish prick. You shouldn't offer that shit if you're not going to give it up. I once was a professional rapper. Yeah. I wasn't like Eminem, I'm more like Skittlepox. Because I'm contagious. I actually have 2 records out there right now. One is for most presents wrapped in a shift, and most presents wrapped in the holidays during the season. Because I worked at the mall wrapping gifts. Yeah, it was a cool job. But I used to always say this thing in my head. I would always do like this little song to keep me kind of motivated and keep me going. And I still remember to this day, it was like, I'm going to start with the left, I'm going to move to the right, I'm going to tape it up, I'm going to wrap it tight. You gotta move real fast. Ain't got time for a slacker. You ain't shit if you ain't a rapper. Happy holidays, boys and girls. Ho ho, do. That job was last week. Oh my God. I moved to the country when I was a kid at age 5, and somebody dropped her out of turd. And when I moved out there, we lived out in nowhere, and there was 2 neighborhood kids at the back of our property in an irrigation ditch watching us move in. My dad said, "Son, why don't you go talk to them and see what's going on?" So I go out there and I'm like, "Hey, what's up?" And then there's this little short blonde-haired kid and this tall dark-haired kid. And they're sitting there and they both have Twinkies. The short blonde-haired kid goes, "We have Twinkies." And the other kid goes, "You can't have one." In my adult mind, I was thinking, whatever, bitches, stick that shit in your mouth. I eat ho-hos, yo. But I wasn't that old then, so I was just a kid. So it came out like, so. And the blonde-haired kid said, "Are you moving in?" In my adult mind, I said, "No, motherfucker, we're moving in furniture to someone else's house because we like to surprise them." Booyah! But I wasn't old enough to think that back then. So what came out was, yeah. But what I realized too was back then, there was Shad and Robin. So before Batman, there was Shad and Robin. And when I looked at them, I was thinking, in my adult mind, I see, yeah, we got Twinkies. Oh, yeah, you can't have one. Yeah, can't have one. He's a fart knocker. I moved into Beavis and Butthead's neighborhood. That's where I was. And then I told you guys earlier that I had a friend in the middle named Andy. And I ran into him. I tied up with him about a year ago, I guess. And it's the first time that we'd seen each other in over 30 years. And we get together and we're talking. He's like, "Dude," he goes, "Do you remember when I saved your life?" I was like, "No." He goes, "You don't remember?" "No." He goes, "Yeah, dude, we were at Shad's house. We were going to piss on his electric fence." He goes, "I looked at you and I was like, dude, don't do it, man. You'll get killed." I go, "What?" And he goes, "You got conky dong, dude." I go, "What's conky dong?" He goes, "You got a huge cock. Don't piss on that. You would fucking die." I was like, "I don't remember that." So he wanted me to tell you that story. And I said, "No, dude, I'm not going to tell people that story because it makes me sound egotistical because I have a huge cock." If you ever want to be that way. I was like, "You remember, man, when we used to ride our motorcycles out in the dirt fields and shit?" He goes, "Yeah, dude, we'd go up the hills and you had conky dong. A huge cock." I was like, "Okay." I'm feeling a little uncomfortable because I feel like people can't see it. Ladies and gentlemen, my friend Shad and my friend Andy, this is the first time that we've all been together in 40-something years. Right here. It's crazy the life we lived as a kid, man. We did everything under the sun. We would leave the house at sunup and we would not come home until the sun set. And our parents never asked where we were or what we did. And we were doing everything we shouldn't be doing, and then some. That's the way it was as a kid. As a kid, man, you fall down and scrape your knee. 3 days later, it was all healed. It was like a superhero power. As an adult, you fall down and scrape your knee. You need a skin graft, 6 months of rehab, and you'll never walk the same. It sucks. As an adult, you get hurt for nothing. I'm walking around, "Hey guys, what's up, man?" They're like, "Man, what happened? Did you get in an accident or something?" I'm like, "No, I've been over to tie my shoe and pull a muscle." Or you're driving your car, you look over your shoulder, you're like, "Oh shit, she pulled a muscle on my neck." So you're like this all day. It sucks, man. I mean, it just, getting older sucks. And then we start to lose our hearing. Huh? My wife was talking to me one night. She said something schmeck-million. I go, what the hell is schmeck-million? She goes, I don't know. What is schmeck-million? I said, you just said I schmeck-million. She goes, no, I said you should be a comedian. Well, why would you call it schmeck-million? She goes, I didn't. I said, well, that's what I heard. I was driving around with her one day, and I'm telling her stuff that's going on in my life. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what I'm going to do. My career's starting to change. I might have to actually become a comedian instead of finding a job. And I noticed she wasn't even listening to me. She was just looking at her book. And I go, are you even listening to me? She's like, uh-huh. I go, you're not listening to me, are you? Uh-huh. I go, I've been banging your best friend for 6 months. Uh-huh. I have AIDS. That's nice. I turn my head and I go, bitch. She goes, what did you just say? Did you just call me a bitch? I was like, you fucking heard that. What else did I say? You just called me a bitch. You fucking heard that shit, didn't you? Selected her. I didn't touch her. Conky dong. Yeah, might want to duck. Gonna get dangerous over here.